Hello, people. Welcome to the Delivery Room, where we talk about controversial issues, trending issues on social media, and issues that come into our day-to-day activities in life. You know, we talk about that on the Delivery Room, and it's no big deal because we break it down, we analyze it, we dissect it, you name it, we drop it like it's art, we deliver it here on the Delivery Room. My name is Timdayo Anthony. Now, there is a saying that says, a good friend, they say, knows your best and your worst stories. But a best friend lives it through with you. Now, there is another one. Sometimes being with a best friend is all the therapy you ever need to live through your day. Do you have a best friend? Who is your best friend? I think I do have my best friend. But in the studio with me today, you know, it's a full house. I just don't do this alone. I have my people here in the studio that will break it down. We talk about best friends issue. But then, Kenny, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you too?
Well, I'm black together.
Yes, sir.
We are black in it.
Black beauty.
Babe.
Hi, good to be back. Well done. Good to see you.
It's been a while. All right, so, and here in the studio today, we have a special person, a special guest. Sarah, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing too?
Very well. Great to have you. All right, so you've met my people. Now, our topic of discussion today, which you can bring cutlass, rake, shovel, you name it, as we analyze it. Can you allow your partner to have an opposite sex as a best friend? Let me take that again. Can you allow your person, your inner person, your man, your woman, your name it, your partner to have an opposite sex as a best friend? Would this have an effect on you? Straight into our topic of discussion. Now moving to Kenny. Kenny, what's the deal about your partner having a best friend? What's the idea of your partner having a best friend with you?
I don't have a problem if he has a best friend who is a lady. I have the problem with that. Most of my best friends are guys, so I'm okay with him having. Especially if the fact that he has already known this lady before he even met me in the first place. So I have no problem with it. Do the introduction, let us get to know each other very well. So then we are good to go. It's only when I don't know how you hear that from me, that is when I'm going to have a problem. But as long as I've known her before I started dating you, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, Kenny. Let me move on. Let me move on to my other guest, Sarah. Would you have an issue if your partner has an opposite sex as a best friend?
Not at all. I don't have any issue my partner having a female friend. Reason being that what really counts for me is just he needs to be honest, and I need to get to know from onset. Because this is so-called female friend, maybe somebody he has been with, maybe they've been together during their childhood age. So I need to just be carried along. So what really counts for me is once he has built the trust, I don't have any issue with that, and he has to be honest. Then the communication line or channel should not be hindered.
Okay, so it looks like Sarah and Kenny are on the same page on this one. Abib, please go the other way.
Well, I think it's a dangerous thing if my partner is going to have an opposite sex as a best friend. Mm-hmm. I think there's also a very thin line between friend and the best there qualifies something. I'm supposed to be the best friend. So why would you have someone like me as a best friend? So that's a red line. And I think it's because there's so much anyhowness about people these days. Mm-hmm. I don't think I want to go that route. I don't think I want to sit somewhere and then there's a best friend and I'm triggered and I'm not comfortable.
Wait.
Like, okay, so what is this person doing? Why is he still there when I'm supposed to be there? So I think it's a red line I don't want to cross. No.
Kenny, you heard?
Yeah, I did. Because the fact about it is that why do I have to just have you as a best friend? I chose you, I married you. That is if I'm married to you anyways. So I can have a lot of friends. We all do. Yeah. This person I met that had before you, but I chose you because I wanted to marry you. And I let you know that, okay, this is the kind of relationship that we have. So it shouldn't be a problem for you. Unless you've always had it. You've had a trust issue of the fact that you don't just want. Because, yes, there's the jealous aspect that comes in. But come on.
The big problem there is that...
How?
The best friend. It is no.
It is just a no. I still don't see it like that.
I don't want to accept that there's someone that is best where I am.
Yes.
So I don't think I want to accept that. I don't think that's comfortable enough for me to be able to say, oh, she has a best friend. Then what am I?
And I'm cool with it. So,
Then-
okay.
on to Sarah,
Also
you heard him say
Yes.
he's not comfortable with
Okay.
having with his partner having the opposite sex as best friend.
friend.
So what would give you that comfort? You not being bothered, you not having issue with your partner having the opposite sex. Why would you be so comfortable? What's that level of trust?
Okay.
Because Abib is not comfortable, but you said you'll be fine with it. Wouldn't there be a reason at some point that would put you on the edge?
No, like I said, let me start with the saying that goes that when the foundation is destroyed, there's nothing the righteous can do. So once the foundation is based on trust, so the best friend is not taking my place. I am the wife, I am the woman, I'm his woman. So the best friend, you always get to understand that there is a limit. And even the best friend in question, the lady in question will always get to know, recognize and respect his personal space.
But what if there is no limit? What if I've come to this person, we've built together, I can come hit you, I can go into your house, I can cook your food, eat and all that. We're best friends. We've been together from young.
Definitely, like I've said, the foundation. So there should always be a limit for my best friend, for his best friend to come in. You can't just boundaries. She can't just be free all the time. There will always be boundaries.
At the point there will be boundaries.
So if that is the way the relationship has been from the foundation, I feel as it's good going rather maybe courtship stage to marriage stage, there shouldn't be any issue because even the best friend in question should know his or her limits. That this is, I can't cross the line.
So now instead of all of these issues, all of this trying to draw the line, building boundaries, telling somebody limits, why bother? Why do we need to?
Why Kukuma allow him to have it?
Why keep all of this?
No,
Sorry, you don't
limits
know.
to-
See, we said it initially. You don't know the background of these two people.
Definitely.
You can't just come from anywhere and say they should just break it. It is very wrong.
No.
Sorry, please. The lady, if you're coming in, regardless, you met that lady before she came
Definitely.
in. See, you have to respect her because a best friend is not like a family.
Yes.
So you need to take that person as a family.
Yes.
Like I
I
said,
agree.
there's always a boundary to say. I've had that same issues with my guy friends, with their ladies. I've had that same issue that the lady told the guy that, see, look, I don't want her coming in. And I noticed he was changing in attitude. He doesn't want me to come. And I felt like it was a problem. But in the long run, he realized that, see, look, this babe, there's nothing you can do. You met her before you came. You need to build that relationship with her. And when she did that, till today, she's enjoying the relationship between me and her. Because that is how it's meant to be.
Okay,
we build that relationship. We have something
you
strong. You don't know what we've been through. So we can't just tell us just break it.
You just painted the picture of an ideal situation, right? But we don't live in an ideal world, right? The best friend is there, and the best friend has roles that he
Or
in this
she
case,
has to play, yeah.
Has to play. Then, if you now look at the how do I say it? What has been there before
you came into the
so
picture.
you need to, if you understand that, okay, this person is still going to remain a best friend when I'm still here. It's a different thing when if they've been friends since forever. Yes, it's fine. But the moment I come into the picture, this person should cease to be a best friend.
It's not possible.
I'm not saying cutting ties.
Okay.
Of course, you can still have friends. You can still keep it platonic, keep it relate easily, like you always do. But then you cannot put me on the same pedestal as a best friend.
You can't.
I
See,
don't believe that
it's not, and that is why he got married to
okay.
you. So let's see. That was why he chose you and got married to you. Me, I'm just the best friend. I'm
So
not
why,
the wife.
if you guys are so connected, if you're so emotionally into each other, and one way or the other you have this emotional connection, maybe not dating level, why can't your eye just be open and you guys date so that you don't bring in a third person
dating.
and got an issue?
No, because our friendship is not based on love. Please, let's stop mistaking that.
It's
See,
not every
wait, see, a
friendship
lot
that
of things
makes
are
love.
based on having a best friend, please. Yeah. A lot of things. Someone that supported you, someone that is there, probably a business
Those are the
wise.
things
A lot
that
of
make
things are
love
so
grow.
many.
Those same things you just mentioned are the
They
same
do.
thing that
Your
make
friend is a guy. Is that not the same thing that
marriage.
makes your relationship with him grow? So why
Yes.
should mine be different?
Yeah, so
why
if
I say
it's
just because I'm a woman, why should it be
if
different?
it's with a lady, then it's fine. But if it's with a guy, there are like I said earlier, there's a lot of anyhowness now. There are no limits now. People do anything, and then you find out that even the best friend I become a threat to him, to certain things about him. I don't want to bother
That is where the
about.
aspect of communication.
I don't want to
Communication
bother
is very
about-
vital.
I don't want
Okay.
to bother about. So this communication thing, it also goes beyond just talking. there's a lot of understanding that is required,
Yeah,
and that
definitely,
understanding is very
definitely.
difficult to come by.
Because
So I don't
you
want to
get
worry.
the
I don't want to
limits
worry
at
about
the
all of
Friendship
those
has
things.
gone
Let me
this
tell you
far,
what I need to
then
do this.
understanding should be should be a realistic thing. For the friendship should to come this far. So understanding is not a new thing anymore between my partner and his best friend, his female best friend anymore. Because maybe before we met, they've been friends for a long years. So now, because of the beginning of a new relationship, should not terminate an existing relationship.
But your best friend,
You're making
You
it look
can
like
tell us to
it's-
limit
it's-
it,
if
but
it's
don't
a
say-
even normal relationship, with
Okay.
even your female friends,
Okay.
there has to be some sort of
boundaries.
divide
Definitely.
even with your female friend. So why are you still keeping a best friend that is the opposite sex?
My
Now,
brother is
let's
keep them.
let's
Saying that-
let's
Even this
let's
best friend we are talking about
let's-
could even be a married woman, for
Yeah.
example.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
now
Why
okay,
should I-
so
so
why
why
should-
Now,
Now, scenarios
if we
like
get
that.
to that point,
Yes.
then let's look at the biggest issue with this topic,
Okay.
which is the sexual part,
Okay.
right? So if you cannot date them, it doesn't mean you can't have sex with them.
Some
It
best
doesn't mean
friends,
you cannot sleep
some
with them.
best friends,
It doesn't
some
mean
best
you
friends.
cannot-
But
No,
no,
not
I'm not
all,
saying
not in all
all.
cases.
And based on that- on
Not
that-
in all
I'm saying-
cases.
And I'm saying
Not
that
cases.
that thing, if you look at it beneath the surface, the attraction will always be there.
It will be
Well
there,
said.
but
It will
be
see,
there.
this-
Even-
the
even
inner
So
So
the
discipline.
fact that the fact
The
that
self-discipline
the
will
fact that you
never
admit
go
the
in.
fact that you
Something
admit that
Okay.
it will always be there.
It will
That
be there.
settles it.
That-
It will be there,
that's-
even as a
that's-
man,
that's-
even
that's-
as a man,
what
even
makes
if
you
a man
sway.
is a friend,
Kenny,
the attraction will be there.
Kenny,
So-
hold on.
Okay.
Now you have the qualities you want in your partner,
Okay.
right? He's caring, he's loving, he listens to you, he's there for you, and all that. You have that listed, and your best friend has filled up that role over the years. So why not just go? Why? And at some point, like Abib said, emotions will transpire.
Definitely.
And okay, let's even look at the scenario whereby you are married and you still keep a male best friend. At some point, you'll be crying. My husband did this. My husband did that. Your head is going to his shoulder. Emotions are starting
Yeah.
up. So why pour in through that situation
Why do
and
that?
not just
Seriously.
make the normal sex your best friend, your female sex? Why don't you have the person as your best friend? Why confide or still tag along that male friend as a best friend? And moreover, your best friend, I think, should be your partner. Any
Exactly.
other best friend coming from
Exactly.
anywhere? No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But then
I'm not saying don't keep friends.
Why you have
I'm
to
not saying
sustain?
don't keep friends.
Why you have to
right?
sustain
I'm
that
not saying
partner?
don't keep friends, but that toga, that tag of a best
Best
friend
friend.
becomes a threat to the relationship, because it means that as a best friend there are no boundaries. You're not supposed to worry about all of these things you're talking about as a best friend. So that means that there's someone I have to compete with for your attention, for your emotion, for your everything, right?
No.
So why would I have
It
to
shouldn't
worry
be all the
That-
time.
that is
about
why-
this person?
That is
When
why. See, that
I
is
am
why
there.
we said something that there is a limit. See, look,
Limit to
the
everything.
fact about it is that if I'm your best friend as a lady, see, once you are married, I said it. There's a limit. See, even you yourself, you know the changes that you need to make. That it's going to happen unless you as a person, you've lost that person from the onset. You wanted that, but as long as you guys are just best friend on the friend level, there's nothing that's been in between you. There's always the limit. You put a
Kenny,
limit to it. If they don't need to
Kenny,
tell you.
I'm
As
telling
a
you
best friend,
that.
you know what is
Why-
best for you.
I'm telling you that.
This is the red
There's
line.
no
This
way.
is a
See,
no-go area. Definitely.
That
It's
no
like-
go
exactly.
area, that no go area.
We will be gone to at
It
some point.
will-
That
it
is
only
what
takes-
you're saying. That is what your
that
perspective.
is
Because
not
and it's because do you
personal,
have
because
so do you have
always
a female as a
discipline.
best friend?
I don't have a best friend self.
Oh, sorry. Oh, your own is even another issue.
No, I don't have a best
My,
friend.
for
But
me,
I'm
my
saying
partner
that
is my best
Your own
friend.
is another issue.
your
That
partner is
your-
supposed
that
to
is
be
your
your best
best
friend.
friend.
Yes.
My partner is my best friend. Yes, and my friend is also my best friend. The
my
person I
friend.
consider my best friend is my best
You
friend.
guys have
But
two
if I
best
marry
friends.
you, if I married you, you're my wife.
There's a
still
reason why
limit,
it's
and
the
I feel
best.
so that your best friend will still have a limit.
There's
no
a
matter the
reason
degree.
why it's the
Yeah, because
best.
I still have a reason why I'm still
There's a
keeping that
reason
person
why
as
the
the
friend
best
is
friend.
the
So it's not
best,
possible.
Yes.
right? That
It's
means
not
there's
so-
a
it's not
better
possible for you to
friend,
cut it.
there's a good friend. Let's use comparative English to look at it.
Uh-huh.
The best means that the overall, that means the best person you can be with, you can be friends with, right? So that means that there's a competition for my space,
Then
because
for-
that I'm supposed to be the
Okay,
best.
let me
There's
come
no
in this.
competition for
I
your space,
don't
because
see
the
my
moment
partner
you're
as my
married,
friend. He's my friend. We've gotten that break, but
Okay.
he's now my man, my husband.
Yes.
Not the word friend anymore.
Okay.
So my best friend can be somebody from out there. Now let's look at it from this angle. For example, now I'm encouraging my partner to maintain just a male friend. And do you know the way I relate with his male friend if care is not taken, it will be like, are they seeing each
seeing
other?
each other? Exactly.
Are they having sexual intercourse? But when he's keeping a female close friend, I can easily build a relationship with her. Go to, but even when I have things bothering me, I can easily go.
And one of the biggest mistakes.
Why do you need your friend, your partner's friend as a friend?
And I'm going to say
Why?
that
There's nothing bad in it, but when you are building
we don't know
blocks.
who God wants to use for us in life.
No, don't go there. When you are building blocks of friendship, right?
Okay.
When you are building blocks of friendship, you look at all of these issues, right? So this person is your friend's partner. And
your partner's friend.
Why?
No, they should become my partner. I should become my friend.
If it's a partner,
all right. So in essence, you're saying if your partner also has a female best friend, that would never be an issue for you.
It will never. I want to get to
know me. She will get to know my family.
Kenny said that your relationships would not be threatened.
It will not. It will not.
Do you think at some point you will not feel threatened?
I would not. That was how we should talk about communication. We talked about communication.
Very vital.
I have introduced this person.
I already know where this is the best friend. So it's not new to me anymore. So communication is very, very vital. So who's that channel?
You can't tell me you cannot be threatened.
I have that same relationship before you get married to you.
Yes, so I'm saying that. Okay, let's understand. Let's understand that. Okay, why did these best friends? Why did they not get married?
That's why affection is not involved.
Wait now. Why did they not get married? Why did they not take it beyond marriage? And you look at issues like maybe they couldn't get married because of family. Maybe my mommy said you should not marry from this state. Maybe it's genotype. Maybe there are issues like that come to play. It does not stop them from sleeping with themselves.
No, it doesn't.
But it just stops them from having a strong union. So that is also a factor to consider. So if I now see all of these things and I'm not like, oh, this person is probably someone you might have loved to date, but maybe situations did not allow. Or I don't even
then
want
sorry,
to
in that
bother.
case, then that person will not be his best friend. They will be his ex.
Exactly.
That is his best friend. Just his
That's my problem with
all these
that's my problem with you.
All these
You don't understand.
all these
When sorry, wait. When someone says best friend, I think that's the problem. You guys don't understand the definition of
best friend.
Best friend. You're comparing best friend to ex-girlfriend. There's a difference. So
yes,
some ladies are best friends.
There's some difference.
You have situations where people say, "You see my ex, so that's not my best."
You see, that is what I'm saying.
No, any kind of
I'm just telling you the different levels of besties.
You have differentiated it. That's different.
There are different levels of besties. There are besties that you've grown with from when you were babies. And then the recent Twitter thing that trended when someone posted about send a message to your bestie about like if they would like to sleep with you, and almost 98% of them wanted to.
What?
It was just natural. That was not even that even breaks every table that we have on.
How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that they are best friends? How do you know that they are best friends?
There were thousands of tweets.
How do you know that they are best friends?
You can trace. So all of them cannot. All of them cannot.
Best friends. Those ones are not best friends.
You cannot say they are not best friends.
Okay,
what will make you when someone says, okay, tag your best friend or send a message to your best friend and ask if they want to sleep with you, and then you ask someone, that means that you consider that person as your best friend. That was why you
said you consider, not consider.
What are you saying? The person you sent message to is not supposed to be your best friend.
You are not my best friend.
Kenny, hold on.
Yeah.
What if you are just the one not thinking in this light? Okay. But what if today we bring your best friend here and he surprises you by telling you, I have always wanted to.
Of course.
There's nothing we can do to that, because if you have asked, if you have a feeling for me, you shall
have
before
talk about
it. The moment I'm married, it is done.
Let us end this conversation.
So when it comes to their feelings, to be able to be honest with each other and express their feelings,
then I have to break that relationship. We are no longer
let us end this conversation.
We are friends. You're just friends.
Final word from Abi.
Don't bother yourself thinking about I can handle this, I cannot handle this, I cannot. I'm supposed to be the best friend. That is where it stops. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kenny, I can handle it. I even say it. If I'm getting married, I don't have bridesmaid. I have esteem. That's the bridesmen. Yes, because all my best friends are all guys. They've been there for me. They've supported me. Some of them, I'm their child's godmother. So there is no way you tell me to break that relationship, because they're there for me when you're not. So they are there for me. They will be there. There will be boundaries, of course, yes. But please, you have to accept them. you need to build that relationship with them. If you trust me, trust them. So
Sarah, your last word.
Okay. My take is I'm cool with it. When my partner has a female best friend, I don't have any issue with that. And like I've said initially, that once the boundary is not being crossed, I'm cool with that. I don't have any issue with him having a lady as his best friend.
All right, you had the take. You had our program today. Our topic of discussion was: can you allow your partner have an opposite sex best friend, be it a man, be it a woman? Candy and Sarah on the same page. I'm not supposed to be on any side, but I wish I could choose a side. And I would say no female best friend. No, I'm here with you. No female best friend. But we can't actually choose for you guys. We can't. You have your choice. Let us know at the comment section. Would you allow your partner have the opposite sex as the female? Drop your comment, drop your observation, drop your reaction at Delivery Room NG. There we would get your reaction. Of course, get your observation. Follow us on all our social media handle on Facebook, on Twitter, or Instagram at Delivery Room NG. There we'll get your feedback and have interactions with you. I got a line today and I'm not going to drop it. A shoulder to cry on is a dick to ride on. Hey.
For your mind. That one for your mind. To ride on. That one girlfriend quotes again.
Till we come your way again. Stay blessed, man. Remain Semidaya. Anthony, thank you guys for coming to this studio today. We made it an interesting and interactive session. You will come your way again. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful time.